Hello and welcome to a live stream. If it's your first time here, gather around, gather around. We got some good information today. If you are coming back to the live stream after it had already been closed down, background video is a Cars and Coffee I went to. My car is right down there. This was taken, I believe, March of last year. It's been over a year since I've been to this, but I just wanted to have something in the background while I talk. So, all right. We need to talk about box truck financing because I still get people asking me, like, where did I get my loan for my truck? Where is a good, who's a good person to go through to get loans? And I have now reached out to an individual that I sold my truck. The buyer used them to buy my truck. And he told me that because the sales manager told me that because I have a following on YouTube, that I could send you guys to him and he can get you probably the best deal. They're commercial fleet financing. They try to find the best deal for everybody. And from my personal experience as the seller of a box truck using them, it was a breeze and it got done and over with in no time. So I recommend them. If you want their information, let me pull that up for you real quick. I need to get this image. Okay, save. All right, now let me pull it up. His name is Ricardo. That is the sales manager I am working with. And again, he is with Commercial Fleet Financing Incorporated. And I went through the sale. That's the wrong screen. That's the right screen. Okay. So here is his information. The best way to get a hold of him is by calling his cell phone number right here. He usually, if he doesn't get your call, he will try his best to call back within 30 minutes. He's never took more than 30 minutes to give me a call back if I need something, or if, like, right now I had to call him just a few days ago to make sure that the title got transferred for my truck. They handle all that. And I was a seller. So on the seller side, it was a breeze. Now the buyer side, I would assume it would be a breeze as well, but you can give this guy a call and let him know that Jay from the YouTube channel Jay Side Hustle sent you, and he can take care of you. So there's his information. I'll just leave that on the screen for now. All right. How's everybody's day going? The reason why I asked him while I was on the phone when I was just calling to make sure that my title got transferred from my truck is because I was like, I know a lot of people that need financing. And I was like, do you guys work with new, box truck businesses? He's like, yeah, that's what we specialize in. And I was like, awesome. I was like, I have a ton of people that message me almost every day and comment on my videos that need financing. And he's like, well, just tell them to give me a call. Here's my information. And tell them to let me know that you sent them, and I will get them a deal. I was like, okay, no problem. So for those of you that are constantly commenting and messaging me and commenting in the Discord channel, here you go. Like, here is your solution you've been wanting. I finally have it. And again, the quickest way to get a hold of him is through his cell phone. And if he misses your call, he will return it within 30 minutes. That is his rule for himself. That is what he told me. But besides that, and I'll leave this on the screen, how's everybody's day going? I will get into some more information. I did want to react to a video by Entree Mike, and he also made a post. Let me pull this up here. as well. Also, just closed a deal on another driveway cleaning for pressure washing. So things are going very well. So real quick, I wanted to show this. So he watched my video and commented on the box truck YouTubers getting sued and all this stuff. And, you know, for the record, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is professional advice. It's just unlicensed. Take it with a grain of salt. Do your research before you jump in a loan for a box truck, please. Thank you. All right. Anyway. So ever since he watched my video and commented, he made a video himself, and he's made these two community posts. And I thought about seeing if he'd come on for maybe a interview call or something, like a live call or something. That way we can both kind of collab on that. Because he seems like he is a real one. From what I've seen, he doesn't hide much of anything. I'm not, 100% sure. But from what I've seen and watched, he said, just got another email for someone scammed by a box truck YouTuber for $2,500. I guarantee I know who this person is. Not the person that got scammed, but the person selling this. And he said, y'all want to hear the story? And I voted yes. It brings awareness, and not only the green will buy it. And this is a problem. This is the reason, like the box truck, well, not just box truck, the trucking industry is dying, right? People do need mentorship. They need help getting into it and learning it, right? The problem is that they're getting bad advice, and it's very expensive at that. And they're already very well deep in the hole when they start, but then this puts them deeper in the hole. And yeah, like saying the green will buy it is a problem. We need to make the green aware that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Now, he made another post 3 days ago. How can someone literally post these videos hyping you to get in the industry right now, beg you to buy their mentorship to be successful while not being in the field? The trucking out the box. What? Even worse than that, they'll never break down how much they make after expenses. Exactly right. Just what I said. They'll never show their P&L, their yearly P&L, or their quarterly or monthly P&L. It's never going to happen. I don't have proof of it, is what they'll say, or I don't have to prove it. I've said many, many times, probably tired of hearing it. If you can't show business margins on a basic level, whether it's weekly, monthly, or quarterly, stop promoting a course claiming others will make money blindly, not even understanding their financial situation. This YouTube community is getting straight up sad with crooks and fake gurus. I do agree. And the reason why I agree is because when I started, and in total I was in the box truck industry for 2 years, okay? All you had was like Demetrius B on YouTube, right? And, he put out some good information for free, and then, it started being a course, and then he quit putting out. There's a reason why you're not seeing, trucking out of the box in the truck anymore, because they're making so much money off the course with pretty much this much expenses. Like, I could literally make a course. I could make a course and make a funnel and run Facebook ads, $300 a month, and I will be a millionaire in the next, give me 3 months. I could do that very easily. Okay. But I'm not going to, because I actually have morals. I do know how to. And my next video is about Facebook ads. But anyway, there's a reason why you're seeing them not, they're more like sitting down, talking with each other, like podcast style. They're not actually in the truck doing the work anymore. It's completely different landscape than it was when I was starting to post content. Now it's like, hey guys, I got this $1,000 load. Hey, but I will show you eventually the profit from this load. I'll show you eventually, okay? I'm not going to tell you that I don't have a load for tomorrow or the next day, but I promise a month from now I'm going to show you the profit from this load. It's just greed, man. It's just greed. Okay. I did want to react to this, and I'll go back to this for those of you who just joined. I did partner up with Ricardo here. He's who the buyer of my truck went through. I've experienced him on the selling side. It was a complete breeze. They take care of everything. They can get you financing. If you're still looking to get into the box truck industry after I'm preaching and many others are preaching, like, you should probably not and hold off. But for those that always comment and want financing, I've got somebody. Let them know I sent you, and they can help you out. But as for that, oh, whoops. Let's go back to Entree Mike. All right. So I'm going to see it. I'm going to reach out to Entree Mike and see if he'll come on a call or something. And then he's posting these. How much y'all think? Those are probably about $300 a piece. That's a lot of money sitting there. Anyway. I can just look at the steer tire and know. So he's I mean, I would, he's at a pretty decent price for. He's got a course apparently, or he's thinking about doing a full in-depth course of non-CDL trucking, hot shot and box trucking. You buying it, price will be $200. That's the only thing. Like, I think that the market has become so. Which the people buying theirs might just be oblivious enough to buy anyone's, to be honest. It's like the people buying all these courses are doing like this much research, like, like that much. It blows my mind. But, oh crap, I forgot what I was going to freaking say. Brain fart. Let me get some coffee. Hang on. But the reason why you seen, Demetrius B quit after he got his course going, because he was the only one on the landscape. Imagine how much money that man made as soon as he made a course, because he was the only one on YouTube at the time doing Amazon Relay. I think there might have been one other guy, but he actually knew how to do YouTube and get his videos in front of people. Just imagine how much money he made. He didn't have to keep making videos. He didn't even have to keep trucking, right? Like, he didn't have to. I mean, it's just blowing my mind, man. I'm glad that some people, like, he actually has a decent following. Almost 20K, I think. Yeah, he's almost got 20K. So at least somebody that is up above around that 20K mark is finally speaking out about it. He posted this video here, box truck scam, beware of warnings, what you should look out for when researching. So at least somebody's starting to spill the beans, right? At least somebody's starting to. Besides little old me, we're at 3,905 subs, almost 4K. But I would not. Somebody is blasting music outside. I can hear it. Looking back, what I would have done differently, and the reason why the box truck industry is so easy to get people to buy a course for, and I could listen, you guys, like, you have no idea. I could make so much money. You realize how much money I could make knowing the marketing that I know? Like, if somebody bought, let's say, I could have an ebook made in 5 hours by somebody, not even written by myself. I would get it ghost written using information on the internet by an AI software looking for it. Listen, if I posted an ebook and somebody gave me their email, listen, they would not quit getting emails from me for the rest of time. I would be upselling for a box truck course. I would upsell for a hot shot course. I would upsell, listen, I would sell t-shirts. I would have freaking my own brand of tires, my own brand of freaking oil. Like, I could easily do that. But that's wrong. Right? I could have them put in a constant email chain, and I can target specifically to these people using YouTube ads. To the people, like, I can select people that have already bought somebody's course. I can do that. I know how to do that. And what I don't understand is box truck, you don't have to have any experience. You just have to have the money to get in a box truck, and you can just start. You just get your insurance, box truck, your DOT number, and you just start. $300 for your DOT, and then let's say 3,000 down payment on insurance for somebody that's brand new and young. 3,000 down, that's 3,300. And then let's say they put $5,000 down on the truck. So you're looking at $8,300 entry to get into the box truck business. That's actually pretty high for getting in a business. I got into pressure washing with $1,600, but anyway, that's besides the point. Anybody can go out here and jump in a box truck. And that's the problem. It's so easy to get into that I can make a video like they're doing and be like, hey, there's so much money. Come on. The water's fine. Please, come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. I promise there's cookies and milk down here. You just gotta, if you can get a loan, come on now. I love it. But yeah, for those of you that popped in, I appreciate it. I'm going to chill for a minute. I'm going to try to message Andre Mike here and see if he'll come on and talk a minute. I want some different points of views. If you guys want to come on to the show and talk as well, I'd appreciate that as well. It's kind of hard just one way talking because I'm like a broken record at this point. But again, as far as financing, if you need finance or you know somebody that does need financing, I have worked with Ricardo selling my truck, and it was a breeze. And for the buyer side, it was a breeze. And I just gave him a call to make sure they transferred my title. And he answers. If he doesn't answer, he will call you back in 30 minutes. It's like on the dot every time. He's a good guy. He'll get things done right for you. If you need a truck, go through him. If you still want to get into this business after what I've just said, he will help you. What's up, Marcus James? What's up, my man? How's it going? Mega monitor setup. Yo, I have a juicy video coming up, by the way. I just literally closed a deal for a very small driveway. I don't know. Let me turn up my brightness. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Very small driveway, $200. Can you see that? She's like, yes, please. And I was like, awesome. We have an opening for Monday morning. Would that work for you? Yes. I said, awesome. I'll just need a number and email to send out our customer contract that will need to be signed before we come out and complete the service. We will also send you an invoice that will be due upon completion of the services. So my $300 a month in Facebook ads has made me for this month, will make me, I haven't been paid that yet, but projected so far for this month has made me 18, exactly $2,450 gross off $300 in Facebook ads. Man, the way it's going, I just see nothing but up. So I traded $300. Now, so far, I've only spent about 150 of it, but the budget for the month is $300, and I've already projected and got booked $2,450 gross revenue. Let's get it. Each job will take about 100 in fuel and chemicals. That's 4 jobs, 400. So you subtract 700 from that. And that gives you what I've made so far net. Let's do the math. 2,450 minus 300 in ads minus 400 in chemical and gas. So I have netted so far halfway through the month $1,750. And that also paid for the month. And then I could probably take that net right there, put 1,000 in my next month's ads, and that will get me more customers. So actually, I've only spent so far making 2450, 154.11 because I have it on my second monitor here in ads, and then subtract 400 from that. So this is it as of right now, net, and then whatever I make the rest of the month, whatever the other 150 makes me. Just mathing out. My bad. What's up, though? What's up? How's everybody's day going? Pop in the chat. This is a live stream. Pop in the chat. What do you think of everybody coming out and starting to talk? Okay, so here's how I quote my driveways. This is that driveway that's going to cost $200 for this person and sidewalk here. Close in on it. It's exactly, by this measurement, it's roughly 1,163 square foot. And it ran about $232 if I quoted at 20 cents a square foot. And I have a $200 minimum just to get her to close and get the customer lined up for Monday. I quoted at $200 even. Sounds like I need to get back in the truck. Why I got to get back in the truck for? Hell no. Actually, that will never happen. Trust me. No. That will never happen. Hell to the no. No, thank you. Man, I could only imagine. Like, I could only imagine at what diesel prices are right now. What people's nets are. Yikes. What's up, Max? How's it going? Listen, I love the pressure washing business. Like, I pay a guy $100 to go do the job for me, like, and make off, well, not this job, but the $1,800 job. I pay a guy $1,800 for I pay a guy $100 for like an hour of work, and he's making good money, and I'm making good money. I'll profit $1,600 from that. Heck no, I just started my pressure washing business. Nice. Hell yeah. Very nice. How's it going for you? I have a video coming out called The Power of Facebook Ads, and I show you the difference between a good ad that I've ran and a bad ad, as well as the framework that I use. Or something on my screen. Hang on. What is that? But man, this job, like, from this Facebook ad, I have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 messages off of, and I'm converting about 80% into actual sales, like making the sale. And I haven't, some of them haven't signed the contract yet, so I haven't counted their numbers yet until they do, because I will not go work until they, I will not go to their property until they sign my customer contract, just because it covers me legally. But, man, like, my plan, like, this is what I do. I'll land this customer off of Facebook, right? Now, what I'll do is when I do this driveway and get it done, I'll go over here and I might do like a little, just a spot right here, or just a spot right here, just a circle, just a little spot. And then if the customer's there, I'll go up and be like, you know, I noticed the front of your house is, you know, it looks a little dirty. You mind if I do a little test spot? And it's not a little test spot. I will actually do a huge test spot. We call this the Westfall. It's a person in our little group that I get information from and work with. She'll put a big, and she did $100K this month in gross. Insane. 6 figures in a month pressure washing just herself. And she'll do a big, like a huge square where everybody can see it, and they will see it every day. And then be like, hey, or they'll, like, while you're there, be like, well, I can't just leave it like that now. It's like, okay, that's a $400 upsell. So you just made a $200 job turn into at least a $600 job, which I would probably quote this house. It looks like a pretty big house. This is looking like a $600 or $700 job, to be honest. Probably more. I don't know. It looks pretty big. But yeah, that's what I'll do. And then reason why I put a circle here and here, I'll go while I'm there. Like, that looks dirty. I can see it from the satellite view. Look how dirty that looks. I'll walk over here, knock on their door, and if they're home, be like, hey, we just washed our driveway. Would you like your driveway cleaned? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, we're here right now. And I mean, it's not going to be as big as this one, obviously. It's literally this, and that looks like it's their property. So it ends right here, goes over, and it's here. That's a small driveway. You can knock that out in no time. It's like $200 minimum. I can do it for $200. That's what we did for theirs. Okay. Shake hands, gives me $200 cash after I do it and leave. And then go to this neighbor. Now, this one doesn't look bad from satellite, but go to this neighbor. Maybe they're outside looking. And then, let's see. Oh, that's a big drive. Oh, ooh. Like, that is what I'll do. And you can make a lot of money. Just give them a business card. Even if they say no, I'm like, well, here's my business card in case you want to change your mind. You mind if I do a test spot? While I'm there and have the equipment out and running, you do a test spot for them. And not just a little bitty square, like this big or something. You do something that is... I mean, you're going to notice for the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, just a huge chunk of that driveway. Or put a smiley face in it. They're like, well, I can't leave it like that now. $200 cash right now. All right. I mean, it's just easy. And then say this person sees it. We walk over here. Hey, would you like a test spot? You recommend the Southern Draw from Southeast Soft Wash? I'm kind of new to chemicals and stuff. Yes, that is who I use. I do have a connection with Cody. He has good equipment down there and chemicals. I plan on ordering a skid from him, as well as I probably won't do a trailer. I want it to be on the truck or in the truck. Speaking of which, I need to call and order some exhaust piping. Anyway. I would rather have my equipment in the truck bed. That way, because I'm around, like, this is good. Like, these are, you knock these driveways out in like 30 minutes or so, like no time, because they're small and urban area. Now, this one might take a little bit longer. But where my main area is, this is like a town away. It's a lot of, like, go up real windy turns, long driveway, get to their house, and guess what? There might not be a turning spot for a trailer. So I would much rather have, you didn't know that's where Demetrius B went? Selling courses? You didn't know that's where he went? But I would much rather do that so I can be sure to get the truck in and out, equipment in and out. But you didn't know that's where Demetrius B went? Yep. I remember watching his videos. And they were good information. They were good content. They were good at hyping people up, right? To get into the industry and everything. But, as soon as he released a course, consultations are fine. That's fine, because it's like a one-time fee for one-time information coming in, and then it's either good or bad, and you'll either give them more money or not. But once he got into the course and he released the course, like, he might have posted maybe 1 or 2 more videos, and that was it, and he was just gone. And, he just made a bunch of money from, is a pump sprayer fine to pre-treat, or do I need a downstream injector? So, I personally use a downstream injector. Pump sprayer's fine for, driveways like this. It's just going to take you forever. I recommend downstreaming. I mean, it's just easier and quicker. You pre-spray all the vegetation around what you're going to be spraying, because you'll kill it if you do not. You just pre-spray it with water, and then you hook up your chemical injector and you send it through your wand, and you hit everything with your wand. Just make sure you're watching for vegetation, because I promise you'll kill it. Once you do that, you will let it dwell. Just make sure it hits all of the driveway. And I like to get mine not too sudsy, but enough to where I can see it. That's why I like the Southeast Soft Wash's cherry, because it actually comes out pink, and you know when you're shooting chemical. And you let it set for 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Just try not to let it dry. If it's real sunny and hot out like it is right now, it's like 110 degrees outside where I'm at. If you can only set 5 minutes, that's fine. Take your surface cleaner, hit it, get it out of the way, and once you do that, rinse it off. And that's pretty much, I mean, that's as simple as it gets to clean the driveway. Now, it's very important. It's actually, a lot of people might not know this, but it's actually illegal to let water go onto the road here, the public road. You have to make sure that the water and chemicals stays on the property. Now, most people are probably not going to care or report you. If there's anybody there, they're probably not going to care. But all it takes is that one call. And if the EPA gets out there and they see all that chemical and suds and water going into the storm drains, you'll get a big fine. You'll get a very big fine. I live in Texas. It's hot out here. Yeah, so you might have to, which really you don't need chemical to clean a driveway. But it just makes it easier. Bringing stuff up with a surface cleaner makes stuff a lot easier. It makes it cleaner too. So just make sure that it doesn't dry. If you can help it, do a section at a time. You know what I mean? Switch from your wand to a surface cleaner. Maybe like if I was doing it, I would pre-treat this maybe down to here. If it was real hot, make a line right there, and then switch over, let it set for 5 minutes or so until I start seeing it kind of dry. And then I would start at the door and surface clean down, and then go down to that line. And then I would switch back over to chemicals, and I would send chemicals down through here, maybe to the end of the driveway here at the sidewalk. And then I would switch back over, wait about 5 minutes, start it back up, go down through there and clean. And then just same thing, do the rest of this, and then maybe do this last. You got to kind of section it out. You know what I mean? There we go. And you can really get specific with this. But I just give them the rough estimate. It's a little too far out. There we go. Boom. About 1,150 square feet. Oh, and make sure, Max, that you have a minimum. My minimum is $200 before I do any work. Yeah, that chemical will work. It's just a lot more expensive than buying bulk and stronger chemicals. The how to mix video, that's like just getting started. If all you have is a pump sprayer and you don't have a chemical injector on your pressure washer, you can go to Walmart and buy that pool essentials. Now it is summertime, so those shelves will more than likely be almost empty. Just so you know that. Which is why you should find a supplier for 12.5% and get you maybe a 25-gallon. You can buy like a 25-gallon storage container and put it in that. Go to a bulk site and they'll fill it up. I think at a bulk location, like a pool supplier or something, with 12.5%, they charge. I think I got quoted like $2.80 or so. So it'll save you money. Doing it that way in the long run, but the Pool Essentials from Walmart will work. It's 10%. It's not as strong. It's still strong. Just don't get household bleach. It's not strong. It's not going to do anything. It's got like 4% in it. But that will work for now. Until you get something to put a bulk amount in. I'm looking into buying a like pre-built like mini soft wash system that I can add to over time. But I think I may just do it myself and plumb it myself until I can order something from Southeast Soft Wash. I got a pressure washer from Costco. It was on sale for $279. That will work starting out probably. That's the 2.5 gallon per minute. It will work. The problem you're going to have is you're going to want more gallons per minute. You know what I mean? It's just going to take you a lot. Like this driveway and sidewalk shouldn't take me no more than 45 minutes max. Shouldn't. Let's give it an hour being conservative. 2.5 gallon, man, you know, it's going to take a while. If I'm assuming if you have a 2.5 gallon, you're going to want to get you a wand tip. That's a surface cleaner. But yeah, I recommend getting at least 4 gallon a minute. I plan on upgrading pretty soon to the 8 because I got me a truck. I'm just doing some work to it. Once it's complete, I'm going to be mounting tanks on that sucker and, man, putting my pressure washer mount on there, hose reels mounted up, get rolling. Can you buy 8 gallon per minute from like local stores? I don't think so. Tool Barn, Pittsburgh. You'll want the Honda engine if you can get it. I mean, they're very expensive. I mean, as you can see. I mean, you might be able to. I believe Southeast actually will sell. Whoops. Let me look. My dog's barking right here. I think they sell pumps or 8 gallon a minute pressure washers. Let's look. I'm not 100%. One of these days, I don't want to subscribe. Gotta get off the screen. Pressure washers, please. Why isn't this loading? The website's slow. No products. Maybe parts and supplies. I'm going to have to order that. No, I guess he doesn't. There's no pressure washers. But yeah, you'll have to order it in, more than likely. More than likely, pressure washers direct. Let's take a look. So that one's on a skid. Back ordered. Jeez. Oh, here's a gas hot water. But oh my God. Woo. Yeah. They are insane. But you got to think about the return you'll get on something. But don't upgrade until you have they're expensive. You might as well, if you're going to spend this, you might as well go. Well, you got to think this is also hot water, so that's why. But if you're going to spend this much, anything over $4,000, you just need to order equipment from Southeast. That's just, I think his skid is. Let's take a look. I think it's like 4,500. Is it this one? Oh wow, that's a lot. Mini Pro Max. Wow. Okay, never mind. They're 11,000 now. Oh wow. The trailers are now 30,000. Holy crap. I swear I looked and this was like, it was either, I'm pretty sure it was between like 15 to 18K for this full trailer build. Inflation. Dang. Cody is making money. I'm pretty sure this right here was like 5,500. I'm pretty positive on that because I was planning on buying this and I had it rolled down. Wow. Straight up doubled in price, son. Getting it. Price got to go up. Dang. Dang. It's expensive. Yep, so I'm probably going to build my own now. Oh, my customer got back to me. Nice. He must be. Holy crap. Double his prices. Whew. Price got to go up. Yeah, price got to go up, man. Eternity. Someday I'll get old. I need this. I need a skid plate. Actually, I might be able to use the one it's on. Mount it on my truck. But yeah, you might want to look into doing it yourself, but don't expect to contact like people like his support and expect them to help you because you didn't buy from them. That's expensive. All right. Anyway. Are you, Max, did you just start, like, have you done any jobs yet? Or have you got any customers yet? Like, what's been, how's your time so far? And posting on Nextdoor. I've not been using those platforms like Angie's List and Nextdoor and stuff. I have been purely doing Facebook ads, and I dedicate $300 a month to Facebook ads. And so far, I've spent like $154.11, and I have so far gross for the month, and we're only halfway through. Let me get back out the calculator. 2450 gross, and we'll subtract 154.11 from that net. So this is the net so far for the month. So far. And if I want more money, I just up the ad spend, right? This isn't including how much gas will cost and what that'll be at the end of the month. But that's it so far off of $154.11 in ad spend. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'll trade $154.11 any day of the week for $2,200, almost $2,300. So that's why I'm just living around a bunch of old houses that need pressure washing. Nice. So for you, if you live around a bunch of them, it might be good for you to put the leather to the concrete. You know what I'm saying? And go door to door. If you live near them. I mean, put on the walkers, do an evening walk. I did that around my neighborhood. I took my business cards and I was going to walk anyway. So I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. Hang on, I gotta take a picture. Candy camera. Yeah, it's good. Like literally just take an evening walk when it's not, real hot and it's starting to cool down or something. And anybody you see outside, even if they're not outside, put the business card like under their why is my dog barking? Lulu, hush. Hang on. I think somebody might be at the door. She's just going crazy. I'm going to go have some lunch. See you later, dude. Nice content you're making. Thanks, man. Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, actually. I'll have the video coming out on the power of Facebook ads and what I have discovered is a good ad versus a bad ad, in my opinion. And I have tested it using the marketing knowledge that I know of. But I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for, hopefully you're subbed and liking the video. Hopefully you liked the live stream. And those of you here, hopefully you liked the video as well. I'm actually going to keep this short. It's almost 2:50 and the dog is barking like crazy. So I actually need to take her out. Is there any questions that anybody that is setting and lurking or just wants to talk before I go take the dog out? Also need to go put my door back on my truck. I just now remembered. My truck right now, I have that thing completely torn apart. Anybody? Anybody want to come in the chat and chat a while? You want to say hi, huh? I promise I don't bite. I promise. All right. But yeah, following thoughts for those of you watching this after the live, real quick. I have not partnered up with Ricardo, but I've worked with Ricardo in the process of selling my truck, and it was a breeze. He said, let him know, give him a call at this number right here, and he will let him know that I sent you, Jay from Jay Side Hustles YouTube, and he will get you hooked up. If you need financing, if you still want to get in the box truck industry or hotshot industry, any industry with trucking, he can help you. Commercial Fleet Financing, Inc., Ricardo Durantez. And to follow up on what I was saying about the box truck industry, finally, some bigger creators are starting to speak up as well. Andre Mike is starting to do content on it as well. Finally, hopefully it will open up because he gets more eyes than I do. I get a lot of eyes, but he also gets more eyes just because he has 19K subs. That being said, it's good to see that finally some people are trying to lead this community we built on YouTube in the right direction, because I want the box truck community to be a healthy community, not just I make a piece of content, I look at you and say, hey, pay me money. And then just, you might get a little bit of juice from it. You know what I mean? A little bit of meat, but just enough to satisfy you. But in the end, you fail because I didn't do my duty being an educator in the space. See what I'm saying? So those are the closing thoughts. If anybody has anything to say at the moment in chat, say it. If not, keep grinding. Look out for more pressure washing content. Look out for the Power of Facebook Ads video coming out, where I actually dissect my own ads and what is converting and what is not. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. End stream.